Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vinay and we like watching anime. My favorite anime is One Piece. We are watching One Piece today, guys. It's finally the time. We are on final episode of season 1. Yes, if you believe it or not, it's 1155. That's how many episodes it takes for One Piece to make one season. We saw it long coming, to be honest. The animation is getting just too much. It's honestly for me, I would have been fine with whatever sort of animation we had before, but it's also kind of exciting that the new animation with all these new directors and new animation styles and this impact frames and all these new stories that we've been getting is there are people that are so dedicated to the art and that craft of making this anime as amazing as possible. In fact, I love it and they love it as well, and it shows. Toei Animation hires the best people. They got the best people for drawings, for scenes that don't even require 3D, but we already are seeing 3D animations here. And maybe they might have messed it up, but they're getting better there. And for the upcoming arcs, I think, which is Elbaph arc, we all know we are going to Elbaph now. And for the upcoming arc, if they are dedicating so much time for animating the season exactly how they want it to be and not put so much pressure on their employees and look after their well-being. Hell, how are we supposed to judge that? We are not. We are supposed to just enjoy what's happening and watch One Piece. So if you have not caught up to One Piece up until now, and I don't know what you're doing here, but still, if you've not caught up to One Piece, this is your time. This is your time to watch One Piece, all of its season 1, finally 1155 episodes, and get caught up and enjoy the final arc before you find out what One Piece is. And honestly, if you found out what One Piece was and got that spoiler before you even watch One Piece, guys, that's gonna ruin your life. At some point in your life, you're gonna have somebody either suggesting you watch the show, or recommend the show, or just plain watch alongside with you. And it's important, and I'm taking this from the meme, it's important that you say yes and watch it all together. And I might have not reacted to all the episodes, but if you're watching together with me, hey, I would love it, and you will see my reaction there as well. But if you want to check out the reaction to the previous episodes that I've reacted and all the other animes, including One Piece, there's a link in the description for the playlist, and hopefully you'll enjoy them as well. Short recap: episode 1155, we are moving into Elbaf. Everything important that has to happen has happened. We have finally exited Egghead. Vegapunk's dead. There's only two of the, how many were there? Six, seven, seven, six Vegapunks that are alive. York and Lilith. And Lilith is with us. York is, I don't know what they are going to do to York, but all the other elders have gone back. Saturn was sort of defeated by Joy Boy's Haki nonetheless. Finally, at the right time, hey, just a theory. If you've not watched the previous episodes, here's the theory. Luffy is Joy Boy. Well, we sort of kind of know this, but Luffy can travel back in time and into the future as well, and that's what makes it interesting. Because Luffy's power is ridiculous. It essentially allows him to do whatever he wants, and why wouldn't he think of traveling to the future and traveling back to the past? Just me saying it. There are different versions of Luffy. We've discussed back in previous reactions. There's different versions of Luffy that exist, and some of them help him out in the future, in the past. This is all related. And even if Luffy is not able to travel into the future by himself, you remember there is a certain area where people go in and they get stuck there and they come into the future. There was back in way back in, like, I don't know, before even reach New World. This was back on Grand Line. So hey, that is possible. It's not just a theory. Anyway, Vegapunk had his Vegapunk got to know that York has betrayed him, stole the Mother Flame, sent it to the world government, and Saturn's looking after it, and he's pissed, and they're gonna initiate a Buster Call. So everything that's supposed to happen has happened. Egghead is gone, and now all the knowledge that Vegapunk had, I think they destroyed it, but I think they might have just kept the main brains, the punk records, and only York can access it. So we all know that's important. But now it's time to get along the journey with the giants and travel to Elbaf to know what's gonna happen next. Mind you, three Yonkos sort of people. Two of them are, no, one Luffy is actually a Yonko, but Luffy, Kid, and Trafalgar Law, all three set out from the same place, Wano, towards somewhere, right? Luffy ended up at the worst possible place in Egghead. Kid was defeated by Shanks. If you want to see that reaction, I don't have it. But hey, you want to see that episode? Go ahead. There's also Trafalgar Law, who was fighting Blackbeard, and Beppo ended up saving him, and they finally lost everything apart from just Beppo and Law. Kid lost even his entirety of crew and the what's that thing called? Logs. Stuff. I'm forgetting it, but it's the copies of the eternal no, not eternal post. It's the copies of the thing that where you write the red poneglyphs. Yeah, finally, it's the copy of the red poneglyphs. He lost them as well. He gave it to Shanks. Even then, Shanks didn't show mercy, and neither did the Giants. But now they are happily welcoming their newer members, Straw Hat crews, to Elbaph and Usopp. Just like Usopp and Luffy, we are all excited. So let's find out what's happening in Elbaph right now. I still think they would just take the ship and put it in their ship. Luffy was depressed? Oh, yeah. Yep. That sums it up properly, Master Frankie. Yeah, and with the help of Joy Boy. No, that's not our Luffy. Is that even a spoiler? We're just going to Elbaf. Have you realized the spelling of Elbaf has changed from Elbaf to Elbaph? Whoa! Oh, Lucy and Kaku. Yeah, no, you didn't. They let her go. You're happy with that? You can try. Yeah, they're gonna have to rectify this mistake, apparently. Oh, Emmett was so cool though. 200 years ago. It's crazy how lucky Luffy is. Dead? Wow. Why would you say that in front of the highest authority in the world? Wow. Does that mean Edison was alive and she killed him now? No. What? Oh no! Awesome. What? What at Marijo? What's going on? Or are they having food shortage in Marijo? Alright, let's pause. Back up. So they don't have Vegapunk anymore. Sorry, Punk Records anymore. So y'all can't use it. And that knowledge is just gone. Oh, what? Edison finally, well, at the cost of his life, did something even more crazy than just saving Straw Hats. And they just had to lose the Punk Records as well. Wow. I mean, they're not, I mean, they are called the smartest, they were together, the smartest people on earth. So it actually doesn't surprise me that he was able to pull this off. But that was wild. So two people sacrificed their life for Straw Hats. Do you guys realize how insanely lucky Luffy is and Straw Hats are to have? I mean, yes, it might have been like a kind gesture in helping to save Vegapunk, and also Lilith was there, so they had to save Lilith. But who knows? Maybe they just acted just how they wanted to, and wanted to save Luffy. See, and Bonney as well. So because they all are Vegapunk, so they all know their story. And then um, I'm not exactly sure why he would save um Bonney and Straw Hats and all the other people, but they helped him escape, right? They have their reasons, and York certainly didn't want that to happen. So these guys are down by even more points. So not only they lost, but basically the blunder that Saturn said, as if to let the broadcast continue for such a long time and reveal loads of terrific things that people can now trust because it's Vegapunk. But not only that, they also lost Punk Records. So can you even call their raid a success anymore? They only have like Mother Flame and York, which, in all fairness, I don't think York is that much big of a deal. They already had Vegapunk, and they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do much with much with them together. So I don't know how York is there, but Lilith is not there. So there also exists another Vegapunk. I'm not even sure if they know if Lilith has survived and escaped with the Straw Hats. But if they know it, they know for sure that now Luffy has insane knowledge about the world as well, and technology just in general. So sorry, not Mary, Thousand Sunny might be getting some upgrades, some technological upgrades. Frankie might be getting some technological upgrades, and essentially we are gonna have power ups. So hey, win for us. Apart from the fact that Vegapunk is gone, and we can see that why Luffy is depressed, because Luffy essentially just gets sad on one thing, which is not being able to save whom he considers to be friends. And that might be the first person that he was not able to save. Garling. Oh, okay. What? Oh, does that mean Saturn is gone? Are they gonna strip off Saturn? Oh, nice. What's happening? Is he just dying in front of all of them? Oh, he's been alive since 200 years. Is he aging? Yeah. Whoa. Oh, wow. So Emu can just kill his subordinates anytime at any place? Damn. Just a skeleton. Skeleton of a 200-year-old man. Well, there you go, Edison is still there. What? He just combined everybody. Oh, he's now the mastermind of. He's now the mastermind of Punk Records. Nice. Ooh, okay. Oh wow. So Vegapunk left this world in pieces, huh? With his new broadcast and truth about the world. Well, he did say that does not believe anything to be good or bad. He just said what's true and what he's found out. But yeah, the implications of his broadcast are now unfolding, and different things for different people to realize what's going to happen if they believe it to be true. Celestial dragons, as rightfully so, because let's assume that they know about this. They have been living at the top of the world, carefree, while the world was sinking, and the water couldn't even reach them. And I think Emu and the other elders made sure that these people survived. I don't know why these celestial dragons are important at this point. Are they just descendants of the people who once helped them and achieved these celestial dragon status? But Emu has been protecting them. But what a terrifying power to have, guys! To be able to just get rid of your subordinate without even so much of a struggle from their side, right? Like, he was helpless. Saturn was helpless. He couldn't do anything. That's a terrifying power to have. So much control over somebody. And I don't know, were they aging? Were they immortal? Some sort of. I think they were immortal, and he just took their immortality away, so that because we saw him age, right? We saw he was already an old dude who was just moving along with his infinite power. Who what I think is still passed on by Emu, but Emu was able to take it away. That makes me think: has anybody ever performed the immortality surgery on Emu-sama? Because that would make sense why they are still alive, right? After if they have been there since like the 0th century, something has gone terribly wrong, and they would have found out about the Ope Ope no Mi, and now that makes sense how Doflamingo found about it, and why Doflamingo was searching for it. Maybe he knew that to become this immortal being, Just like Imusama, you have to perform the surgery, and the person performing that surgery also has to die. Maybe they were from Doflamingo family. Wow, One Piece just leaves every single episode of One Piece just leaves you with so many different mysteries without even having to without even having to resolve the previous mysteries and get answers to them. And now you're just forming theories on your own. I hope it is making sense to you, but hey, let me know what you think about that anyway. But what was the next part? Yeah, Edison is still alive, and I did not know. I didn't think. Didn't he just crash into that place? Or I thought he did into that barrier. Maybe he ended up being dead, but no. He's now the rightful owner of Punk Records, traveling across the air. So not exactly as safe as you would say, and not exactly as secure or um, difficult to find. He's going to Weatheria, so I don't know. Is he gonna hide there? Wow. And Dragon shows up every once in a while and does nothing, guys. You got Chopper. Wow. Look at the giant fruits. I bet Luffy is already there eating stuff. Oh, she's free. See, told you Luffy was there. Five bunch of grapes. Eh? How? Does that mean Luffy's bounty will increase? And he's gonna party now. Alright, we get nothing about Elbaph now. I'm just guessing they're gonna have a party. Oh, oh yeah, Bonnie's here as well. What? He's just finishing it so quickly. Oh. Wait, Bonnie, you're too young to be drinking. Oh. That dude, there's so many animations, different animation styles in one episode. Are we gonna see more of it? Wow. What a beautiful sequence. Dude, come on, Vegapunk, do something about him. Oh, just feels. Who's that? Is that Saul? No, I can kind of guess who that is, but I don't wanna presume. And we can, guys, that's Roger Pirates. Come on, you have to be. That is so simple. It is Roger Pirates. Oh, if I have to guess, that's Gavan. But I'm not gonna presume that he's Gavan for sure. Because if you've not seen Roger completely destroy Odin with one attack of Kamusari and just smiling to Kaban and Rayleigh before just going and delivering the final blow, you'll see why I said that's Gavan. That's literally Gavan, guys. But in any way, it's done. Season 1, we are ending on the entry to Elbaph. We've not even gone there yet. We are just going on the path. It's a bit strange that Lilith says that they're all alive. Is that because Punk Records is alive and she can still communicate with Punk Records? But does that not mean York can also do that? Or Edison has changed the settings to exclude York? And now that everybody else is gone, they have to do their bodily functions like eating, sleeping, and everything else like a human would, and defeats the purpose of creating different entities to do that anyway. But hey, she's getting hungry now. Lilith's getting hungry. She gets to eat food and experience life as how it's supposed to be as a human, sort of the same way as Tusi, but she's just more smart and literally a Vegapunk. Whereas Edison is managing the whole punk records on his own. Probably the best way to deal it and get rid of York in the middle of the in this all this process, let's say, because York is clearly going to become a celestial dragon. Okay. Given that Saturn is gone, I think Saint Garling, mm, well, the guy who looks what's his name of the evil twin, Shanks' evil twin. Um, I keep forgetting the names, but anyway, their dad, right? He is uh, the right person there to get the new position of this Saint Saturn, God or Godfather of the science and all this stuff. And apparently, that means he was not in good terms with the other elders, the way they were treating him, and they got annoyed and also surprised by Garling being there. That means they also know that they can be there just like that on a whim if deemed necessary by Imusama. Right? Right? Isn't that right? Anyway, we are now moving into Elbaph territory. We are going to see tons of great stuff with amazing animation and loads of story unfolding. Hopefully, we get some secrets revealed and what's going to happen. There's so much to know. God Wally incident, what's there on Elbaph? Is Saul alive? Saul alive, and hopefully he is, and he's just hanging out there. Um, we get to meet new characters. Shanks was there. What was he doing there? We get to see where Vegapunk, Lilith, essentially, what's she going to do? Is she going to travel with the Straw Hats, becoming one of the crew member? Is Bonney going to do that as well? Loads of other stuff. All of them are going to Elbaph, right? And I think at some point, like it doesn't make sense for Bonney to travel, but where will she go? Maybe she'll go back to the Revolutionaries, as Kuma might be kept safe over there. Like she's not safe in Sorbet Kingdom where she was from. Anyway, so much stuff is gonna happen, and I'm really excited about Elbaph finally. It's so cool. And what a great way to end episode, guys. What a great way to end the season one on Bonnie's story and Kuma's belief on how the sun god Mika is going to save everybody. Right? I love it. Anyway, that was the end of season one. Let me know what you think about this episode in the comments. What are your theories? Do you also think that Luffy can travel back and forth in time? Do you see something happening? Do you think that's Gaban? Do you have any other stories and hypotheses on what's going to happen with Bonnie and in general all the other characters? Let me know all about that in the comments, and we'll see you on season 2. Until then, bye bye.